Ladies, it's so beautiful to wake up and hear the birds. But what's more beautiful is the energy that you are embodying at any given time. My name is Eva Simone. I specialize in divine feminine embodiment. But I want to tell you a little story about me. At the beginning of the year, and it's March 31st, beginning of the year, I had a download for me to sell my car. I am one of these women. I love a beautiful car. I love the energy that I'm given in a car. I had a BMW convertible. Oh, it was so cute and so zippy and fast and just, But the energy said to sell my car. And I'm like, what? Sell my car? So I said, fine, I'll do it. Because where I am now in this divine energy specialization, I hold the energy of whatever it is that I want. And I follow whatever the guides tell me to do. So this one was a big one for me. My identity was connected to this car. So when I got ready to sell it, I was like, what in the world? But I did it. I sold it. And I said, I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to take my hands off of the process and allow whatever is supposed to come to me. And I'm just going to hold the energy of my essence and the beauty of who I am internally. And whatever is supposed to come into my world, then I will be open to it. So I sold the car and I turned around. I didn't have a car to drive. I didn't have anything but my feet. So I started to walk. And it made me think about when my son went to school in England, when I dropped him off and I turned around, I felt like I left my soul. And I walked and I walked and I walked and I thought about it. And I can hear all the cars, I can hear the buses, and I can hear all the automobiles. And I now don't have one. I am this girl who I go to the swanky gyms, the swanky boutiques, and the best places that I can find, but I don't have a car. And I'm like, do I want an Uber? Like, what am I going to do? And something said, you'll figure it out. But right now, just release. So I released. And I talked to my partner, and he and I are talking about it. And he was like, wow, you sold your car. And I said, would you take me home? And he said, yes. So he takes me home, and I have a bicycle. So I go and I get my bike out, and I was like, oh, I'm going to storm this city on a bike. And something said, you're going to storm this city on a bike on a bus. And I was like, what? So I go and find the bus, and I go to Whole Foods, and I put my bike on the front, and I'm sitting with everyone and a cute outfit on, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, you don't have a car. And something said, trust. I get to Whole Foods, I get the things that I need, and I come back out and I'm like, do I ride my bike? Do I take a bus? So I ride my bike back, and I have all my groceries. Not uncommon. I'm very athletic, so I can ride my bike back home. And I get home and it hit me. What are people going to think? I'm on my bike. I don't have my convertible anymore. And my ego went crazy. Like, oh, they're going to say something about me of riding the bus, or they're going to say something about me on the bike. And I heard trust. So the next day, it's time for me to go to my swanky little spot for my exercise, and I'm on the bus because it's cold and rainy. And I'm sitting there with my yoga mat, and the ego is making me sweat, and I'm in a hot seat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? I didn't have to sell my car. What have I done? And the ego said, excuse me, the energy said, expand. But the ego wanted me to contract and run and hide and be afraid and all of the things. But it said, expand. I get to my gym and I'm walking because I'm learning how to where the bus stops are. So I'm walking and I get to the gym, and the first lady, she looks at me. She said, where's your car? And I said, I don't have a car. She said, what? And I don't say anything else. I go inside and I exercise, and I could feel the fire. Fire burning in me. Because I'm feeling judged. I'm feeling like, ah. But I do my exercise and I leave and I go to the bus stop, which is on the other side of the highway. And I'm waiting with my yoga mat, and cars are passing by, and something said, get the app. So I get the bus app, and it said a bus is coming in a minute. And the bus comes by and it blows the horn. Bump, bump. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not going to get on the bus. And another bus comes by. Bump, bump. And I'm like, what the heck? And then finally the third bus comes by, and I get on the bus, and time is gone, and I'm just waiting, and the ego is on fire. And I sit down and I feel hot and I feel nervous and I feel scared, and I'm just expanding. Because when you're going through something as this and the ego is not on board, your nervous system starts to go crazy. The next day goes, the next day comes, the next day goes, the next day comes, and I'm on the bus. And the women they're like, what is going on with you? You don't have a car. And I said, no, I'm taking the bus. And I could feel myself becoming shrinking. And something said, no, the bus does not define you. You are a rare breed. Just expand. So the next day comes and weeks go by, and something said, it's time. It's time for you to have a car. Start looking. So I'm looking. And by then, my ego had separated from the car. And I was open to anything because now I'm grateful. I saw what life was, how people get around. I connected with people. I connected with moms and children and women and, dads who were taking the bus every day. It was their way of living. I had shifted in a whole new way. And it said, it's time to buy a car now. And I said, wow, okay. And I said, why? Why now? But deep down inside, I really wanted a car, but I just said, I'll just wait. And it said, you are the cosmos now. What you want, you will get, as long as you can hold the energy of it. So what I learned in that moment of me taking the bus and riding my bike, is that the car, before I sold it, controlled me. And my identity was in the car. But when I removed and I became aware, this divine energy of the feminine, I was on a whole different energetic grid. The old paradigm grid is you are things because you have things. You are. Now I am. Therefore, the things are an extension of me. But let me tell you what happened. Because I was able to expand to this beautiful energy and not fold when the ego was trying to make me small. And I allowed my nervous system to align to what I desired, regardless of what was happening. Divine energy, the universe, allowed me to pick and choose from that moment. And it said, what do you want? And I watched and I looked and I took my time because I wasn't in any rush. I had no identity in anything. So I wasn't in any rush. And it said, get what you want as an extension of your inner luxury, because that bus, that bike did not change the beauty of me. And what I got and what I was given and what I was gifted was a Porsche. So the moral of this story is, no matter what's going on around you, when you can hold the energy of what it is that you desire, you become the rare feminine. And the reason that I call it rare is because the ego will try to pull you in all of these different areas of feeling doubt and lack and not good enough. You have to bring the energy of you to exquisite and hold the energy of exquisite no matter what's happening around you. So ladies, today, whatever you're going through, raise your bar to exquisite. The ego will fight. Your nervous system will want to collapse you. Don't allow it. Because when you're holding whatever it is that you are calling in, you will get what you are aligned to internally. So, if I don't have a Porsche tomorrow, doesn't matter. Because my inner world is so delicious and so beautiful that the next level, as Kirsten Baum Diggity says, the favorite level is just a step away. So, something is coming through me that is energetic that I want to call you near and for you to lean in. For in this portal, the rare feminine, the 1%, who are saying yes, girl, yes to themselves. I haven't given this new activation a name, but it is strong coming through me. It is something that's going to illuminate something beautiful in you. So look forward to it, stay tuned, and just know if you want it, you align that energy so that it can be juicy and beautiful. And make your life a femcation. A femcation is something between a playcation, the feminine energy of the divine, and a vacation. My life is that all day long now in this new power grid. The old paradigm is not anywhere near me. So, lean in for new information. We'll be posting beautiful things, and I'll be coming on when I'm feeling inspired to come on to share with you something that will uplift you. So that bus story, selling a car, turned out to be something so beautiful, something so magnificent. And I offer that to you too. Okay? Be well. Bye.